Hey everyone, back again. Welcome back to the video review. This time we're going to be taking a look at the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode -1. So the episode starts off with Shockwave explaining to Megatron that the combination of cyber matter and synthetic energon would allow them to cyberform entire planets, which leads to Megatron saying that they need to focus all their resources on reconstructing the Omega Lock that was pretty much destroyed at the end of Season 2. At the Autobot base, Ratchet finishes repairing Ultramagnus' hand that was destroyed in the last episode, and it's pretty much now a three-handed claw. Smokescreen kind of makes a comparison with Bumblebee's voice, which kind of offends him, and then Raph explains to Miko and Jack that Bumblebee kind of still misses the sound of his old voice. And the conversation pretty much goes on its own tangent from there. Back on the Nemesis, Megatron tells Predacon that they will soon punish the Autobots for destroying Project Predacon, but Predacon states that it was only a starting point, and that if Megatron wants to restore Cybertron, he must restore the entire Predacon race as well. And then Shockwave reports that they've salvaged what's left of the Omega Lock, and that the damage was severe, and that Earth technology is required to finish the repairs. So Megatron orders Starscream to acquire whatever materials Shockwave needs. Next day, Fowler reports that the Decepticons stole 20 tons of control rods from a nuclear plant during the night, which leads Optimus into skepticism. And then Shockwave reports to Megatron that the synthetic energon formula provided by Knockout is incomplete, resulting in the instability of the cyber matter. And then Shockwave asks what the logic is behind ruling both Cybertron and Earth, and Megatron kind of makes a connection between those two planets and Unicron and Primus. And then Fowler reports that another Decepticon theft is in progress, so the Autobots arrive on the scene. They pretty much take on the Vehicons, but unfortunately they escape with the materials through the ground bridge thanks to Soundwave. But then Optimus finds Soundwave, transforms into robot mode, flies in the air, shoots down Soundwave. He crashes into like a set of telephone poles, which pretty much takes him out. And then the Autobots head back to base with Soundwave in captivity. And then Optimus asks why the Decepticons have been stealing human technology, and Soundwave gives all these weird responses by playing back a remix of the question into music form with a smiley face, and then Soundwave pretty much crashes himself by destroying all the data drives in him, and says that Soundwave's superior, Autobot's inferior, in his own voice for the first time ever in the show. And then he pretty much knocks himself into stasis again. And then Shockwave locates the only item on Earth with enough raw tonnage to power the rebuild Omega Lock, which is a particle collider signatron. However, the efforts to complete the rebuild Omega Lock, or to complete the synthetic energon formula, have met with kind of less success. And then Megatron recalls that Knockout obtained the formula from Ratchet, and that they need to acquire him in order to complete the mission. Elsewhere, Fowler, from his car phone, tells Optimus that he's on his way to meet with General Bryce about the recent Decepticon heists, and that he'll be back to base as soon as possible. It doesn't notice that Laserbeak's following him. Back on the Nemesis, Megatron orders Predacon to be present at the Decepticons' next objective, and then Predacon states that he'll be looking forward to facing Optimus again, which pretty much leaves Megatron to just pretty much rage about the fact that his forces are dwindling down. And then elsewhere again, Fowler contacts the Autobots and reports that the Decepticons are attacking the Solaris Particle Collider project at the South Pole. Optimus and the Autobots, minus Bulkhead and Smokescreen, head to the South Pole, while Ratchet and the others guard Soundwave and figure out what Megatron's plan is, essentially. And and Ratchet wonders if what Megatron wants with the device powerful enough to open a black hole, essentially. And then outside the Autobot base, Fowler pretty much arrives at base, but he's still followed by Laserbeak essentially. And then Ratchet and the others determine that Ratchet and the others determined that the Megatron is going to recreate is pretty much going to rebuild the Omega Leg essentially, and they contact Optimus about the situation. And just they're about to finish the conversation, Predaking arrives, starts attacking the Autobots, but Optimus deals with him one-on-one, deals with Predaking alone, while the other Autobots race into the building to deal with the Decepticons. Optimus pretty much gets the upper hand, and then Predaking gets sort of the upper hand by pretty much swiping his tail in Optimus's face, making him crash into the ground. And inside the building, the Autobots find a squad of Viacons, which they pretty much exchange fire and stuff, while Shockwave oversees the retrieval of the particle collider in the next room. And then at the end, in the Autobot base, Smokescreen is trying to convince Ratchet that they'll restore Cybertron somehow, even though because they don't have the 40 Solus Prime anymore and stuff. Then Fowler walks in, and then Laserbeak arrives, crashing through the window. And Laserbeak pretty much distracts him long enough so to get into Soundwave, to pretty much attach to Soundwave's chest. Soundwave activates himself again, and then takes down Smokescreen, Bulkhead, and Fowler with great ease, and then he pretty much focuses attention on Ratchet. And that's really the end of the episode. Overall, it was not too bad of an episode. Pretty interesting. I mean, it was pretty decent somewhat. Overall, it was not too bad of an episode. I mean, seeing Ultra Magnus with a different looking hand is interesting. I wonder if we're going to ever see that. I'm probably assuming that's probably going to be a kit bash for most Transformer reviewers. You know what I'm saying? They'll probably custom make a hand, or probably Fans Project will make a hand like that. You never know. But yeah, overall, great episode. Not too bad. It could have been better in some place, but other than that, it was decent nonetheless. So yeah, that is my video review of the Transformers Prime Beast Hunters episode -1. I will see you all very soon. I'll be back as soon as possible in the next video. And yeah, so take care, see you soon, have a great day, and I'll catch you all later. Bye-bye.